last time I went on a family vacation, I think we went to Disney when we were young. When the kids were young. Did we go to Disney? Did you ever go to Disney? Mm-hmm. Catherine, did you ever go to Disney? Yeah, did Alex go to Disney?
Yeah, we went to Disney like 4 times.
Oh, 4 times we went to Disney.
We went in Tokyo.
I guess.
We went in Singapore.
Oh, Tokyo, we went.
We went to.
There's no Disney in Singapore. We went
we went to Universal.
We went to Universal, yeah.
Like 3 times.
You know what? You guys have it too good. You have it too. What kids in the world say, yeah, we've been to Disney. We've been to Disney 4 times all over the world. You know what? There's no more vacations till you're 18.
Yeah, so the idea was road trip, right? Just like the movie Road Trip. And we're gonna go from Vermont, we're gonna go to Boston, we're gonna pick up some things, see some family and friends we haven't seen in 80, 90 days in Boston. Boston, New York, New York, New Jersey, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, continued down, we got to North Carolina, South Carolina, we stopped at Myrtle Beach. We hit gyms all along the way. And then from Myrtle Beach, we did a straight shot to Jacksonville.
So we've always talked about getting like a big van and just like, you know, taking off down the coast and bringing the kids on trips. And, you know, we like to travel. We've always talked about doing this. This isn't exactly the time that I think would make the most sense, considering, you know, the virus and COVID and there's a lot of, you know, everything is unsettled right now and a lot of protesting and things, and we're trying to you know, go down safely and hopefully it'll work out.
And then somebody decided it was a good idea to take my shoes and put them in a cement bucket.
While we drive to Florida to the Jacksonville event on June 13th, these shoes are gonna harden in the cement. We're gonna break them free and then run the Jacksonville event with them. What do you think of that? All right, we gotta get the shoes in there. Now, if you don't do this right, pay attention, the shoes will float. Are these RD Pros everything they're cracked up to be? I don't know, let's see. Jeez. All right, here we go. Let's get on the road.
20-hour ride. We're supposed to wait whatever you need.
Bye, Penny. Bye, Anna. I also bring a brush.
Bye, Cora.
Bye. Call you later. Bye. Touch him.
Sorry, just to get everything.
What am I doing here? Tell me which way I'm going. I'm going right.
You're going right.
Where are my shoes? Guys, where did...
But what we forgot was that I didn't have another pair of shoes.
I'm a size 10 and a half. I need a 10. Give me your shoes.
And we stopped to get a salad, and my wife said, "You have to put shoes on. There's a global pandemic." And I said, my shoes are in the cement bucket. I don't have my shoes. I forgot that I didn't bring another pair of shoes. So then Sam, the trainer, gave me his shoes because we happen to be the same size.
Which one, Jack?
Thank you.
The whole gym industry nationally shut down. Well, globally, the whole gym industry shut down. All these mom and pop gyms that have built these great little businesses in these local communities. And I said, we gotta stop by, we gotta see some of them. At the end of the day, those gyms feed us. Those gyms send people to Spartan races for transformational experiences.
So we were forced to close March 14th, we were forced to close. We shut down, we went completely virtual right away. Our members were hungry. They didn't want to stop training. So we were not going to allow them to just sit around. So we jumped right in. We went into virtual training. We gave out equipment. We overcame. We did what we needed to do. And now this weekend, we're back at it, opening up.
Business.
We're back at it, outside, doing what we need to do.
I got to see the gyms coming back, which was nice. Literally, as we were stopping at gyms, these were some of the first days that the gyms were reopening and the customers were coming back. So that was nice. They were all thankful that we did this big gym protection program where any gym member that was continuing to pay gym memberships could get a free race. You gotta have your ear on the ground. You gotta be listening.
3, 2, 1. Welcome back, everybody. That's it.
You know, it's so easy if you're running a business to sit in your office and kind of lose perspective of what's going on in the real world. So this was good to hit the ground, get a feeling for like what gyms need, what people need to be fitter.
We've been trapped in the car for the last 8 hours, and coming out here and seeing other human beings working out and sweating, I mean, this is our dream.
So we're getting back in the truck here, or in the van.
We're gonna work out every hour on the hour. We brought our weights, we brought our bats, and right now we're only doing 3 workouts a day. I wanted to do 30 workouts a day.
Who's on the bus? Charlie's on the bus.
I don't mind, you know, stuff that normal people worry about and are concerned about, like being trapped in a van for 5 days with a bunch of folks. Might scare some people. I don't mind it. I turn everything into an adventure. So, you know, everybody knows I'm not normal. As such, I don't really believe in vacations. Like for me, I feel like we live in a vacation. We get to train all the time. We have a farm. What are we taking a vacation from? We're on vacation all the time. Now, my family doesn't necessarily agree with that. So, you know, when they see commercials about people going to Disneyland and doing normal vacations, they bug me. They want to do normal stuff. Normal stuff would be like wake up late, have ice cream, watch movies.
If we're in the car and we're not doing something, it's driving me nuts. If we stop and we're waiting for food at a restaurant, kids gotta be working out. We gotta be studying math, doing Mandarin. And people look at me and say, Joe, calm down, smell the roses. But you know, my mom died at a young age, my father died at a young age, my aunts died. Like, I saw all these people die, go to jail, basically miss out on life. And so I just wanna squeeze every fucking ounce of energy into every day. Because if you're stopping and smelling the roses all the time, I don't know, who the hell's cutting them, trimming them, and fertilizing them?
Is that the Benny Hill show? No, what is that?
I don't even know what state are we in. What state are we in? We're in North Carolina.
We went into iFit, was the name of the gym, and Andre, one of the camera people that's on lockdown with us, I saw him over by doing bench press. You know, Andre's one, I could see secretly he wants to break me too, right? He's young, he thinks he's tough. And so I had to go over there and I had to do the bench press.
Let me just figure this out. I'm 51. I probably haven't benched in 20 years. CT Fletcher, I'm coming for you, motherfucker. You see what I just did? You're fucking going down. This is unbelievable. It looks like you stole all the medals. Oh. I mean, if I had my way, I'd take like a helicopter and go gym to gym. It would be pretty awesome, because this is where the Spartans grow. This is where it all happens, and then they descend on our courses together in mass. But these little communities is where it's all happening. Guys, we're gonna do a workout. iFit has a workout for us.
All right.
3 exercises: rope climbs, pull-ups, and box jumps. Halfway through, I said, oh, this is too much. I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah, I was like, ah.
Right before we left, I was on the warrior call one morning, and a friend of mine who's living on Sprouts, he moved to the Mojave Desert. He's living out in the desert, and he didn't realize it's like a food desert too. There's no food out there. So he quickly figured out his source of fuel, his source of food was gonna be Sprouts, because Sprouts are really easy to grow, it's really inexpensive. So he's been living on Sprouts. He came on the warrior call, and he just was full of energy and piss and vinegar, talking about Sprouts, Sprouts, Sprouts. And you know me, I'm a bit myopic, and when I get on something, I'm a crazy person. And so I said to the team and the family, why don't we just eat Sprouts the whole way, the whole journey? And you know, it's hard to get Sprouts. There were a lot of states that, you know, we'd stop in a grocery store, they didn't have Sprouts. So food was not as abundant as it was on the farm. You know, they weren't, the team and the family wasn't necessarily getting 3 squares, and we're munching on Sprouts. And I think there was some dissension in the ranks. Unbeknownst to me, it was beneath the surface. I didn't know what was happening.
I don't know how to explain it, you know, that we have like it from time to time.
Guys, think about times in history. People didn't have food for 6, 7, 8 days. We have food. It's just healthy food. Your mind, you're just going through a transformation. You're not hungry. You're fine. We're going completely plant-based the whole way. It's almonds, cashews, and Sprouts. You can have anything you want as long as it's almonds, cashews, Sprouts.
The camera people wanted to go to McDonald's.
No, we're not going to McDonald's.
Oh, yeah, we are. I want coffee.
So you want food from McDonald's?
He's hungry.
Ask Joe. You get Joe to say yes, I will take you to McDonald's.
No, not going to McDonald's.
John is the social media guy, was itching for a zebra cake. I don't even know what the fucking zebra cake is. But anyway, we stop at this gas station. I got no shoes on. I walk in, and I see John grabbing a bunch of junk food.
And we haven't eaten since the morning. It was like late afternoon at this point. We weren't gonna get till late, so it was gonna be about another 24 hours till we ate. Now we're starving. The only thing Joe had was Sprouts. He's offering Sprouts left and right, like Oprah with cars. And so we was pulled by a gas station, just hoping to find something healthy. So I saw a zebra cake, picked that up. Fritos, hesitant, I'm like, okay, whatever. Went to go get a water. And then I see Joe walk into the gas station.
He had a zebra cake, and I thought it was like, oh, it's a joke because we're filming. No, he was trying to walk out with a zebra cake and Fritos.
You know, Joe likes to kind of make you feel guilty about doing something bad, like eating unhealthy. So I don't know, I don't see the problem. Another healthy spot only 2 miles away.
Healthy spot, 2 miles away.
Tropical Smoothie Cafe. Sandwiches, wraps.
We're gonna go to the Tropical Smoothie Cafe. You in?
The last time we ate from Joe didn't feed us since yesterday morning, 10 a.m. The only reason we ate breakfast this morning is because the family we're with fed us, and we weren't even invited to eat it. It's a bag of fries. That's mi hermano.
What the fuck, dude? You ate a fucking corn dog.
I was so hungry, I didn't have, you know, like proper dinner. You know?
Not a care in the world.
What the fuck, dude? I'm sending that to your kids. You want your kid? I'm telling Anna that she should eat like this from now on. You want your kids to be here.
I don't remember when was the last time I got something like that. I don't even like the hot dogs, but I was hungry.
And we get in the van, he's like, I'm sorry, I'm hungry, I'm tired of Sprouts. And I was like, dude, you guys are becoming a bad influence on the family. Like, this is not good for the brand. I don't know what's happening. When I'm not watching them, I don't know what's happening. I'm starting to question their belief in the mission.
Our whole mission is to get people hardened up and strong. And so I gotta do what I ask other people to do. Oh, and I'm getting old.
So a couple times a day I'm forced to put these kids through workouts, and they're like way above and beyond what I would ever do myself. I know they're hard, I know they're incredibly challenging and they suck. And so the best thing I can relate it to is the movie Aladdin, where Jafar, the evil guy, he gets the lamp, and then he gets access to the genie, who's a really nice guy. And the genie's forced to do terrible things, but he's got a good soul. And all I remember is the scene where he puts his hand over his face, says, "Sorry, kid," and then zaps one of the commands to Jafar. I'm not gonna say who Jafar is in this story. All I'm saying is that.
So before quarantine, we only had to do 1 workout a day, right? And that was okay. But then quarantine started and we had 2 workouts a day. And that was okay because we had some free time too in the middle of the day, in the middle of the workouts, to do some homework. And then we started going on the road and we have workouts like all the time, every single day. It's like, what's the difference between a regular day and the workout?
Jack, what kind of lunge is that?
Right now it's just chaos. I don't really know how many, it's countless workouts a day. Like, I don't really know what I'm doing at what time. There's like no devices. It's not a good organization. I say that the kids rebel and we create our own workout that we'll stick to and do every day.
Yeah, so they formed a little union. They're complaining that they work out too much. The reality is, most kids in difficult parts of the world are carrying water for 10 miles a day, right? They have very little food. They could walk 10 miles to school. They could fight off lions. These kids have it so friggin' easy. Let's go, I want proper movement.
The standards don't change is our family motto, right? Standards don't change. Now the kids are using that on me now. They've figured out this term, the standards don't change, that I've used. And so if I say, for example, hey, we're gonna work out in the morning, and they didn't hear that we're gonna do 2 workouts or 3 workouts that day. When I try to do the second workout, my son will now say, well, standards don't change. You set a standard, we were gonna do a workout in the morning. Why are we doing one in the afternoon and another one at night? Why am I doing Mandarin twice? You said the standards don't change. And so they're trying to push back. They're always trying to push back. A lot of people, when they go on vacation, they have a vacation mode. They wear certain clothes, they throw on a big hat, and they just kind of set the scene for this this change, right? This relaxation mode. And nope, for me, nothing changed. Same shirt, same shorts, same deal, same phone calls, same craziness, same workouts. Nothing changes. Some of the scenery changes, but other than that, no change.
You're the kids actually doing all these workouts, though, are like your children, and they're like eating salads inside.
Everybody is trying to be the voice of reason here. Guys, I remind you, for most of our existence on this planet, it was not as easy as a Mercedes van and Netflix and a cool room. We were in a horse and carriage just 85 years ago.
Kids are perfect. I don't even know why there's such a big fuss. They'll be completely great. They're gonna be awesome people, awesome kids, and they'll make mistakes. They'll have success.
I don't want any credit for any of it if it works out. You don't have to give me any credit.
You take credit for everything. So
I don't want any credit. It's all you if it works out, you and the kids. The only thing I want is to know that they're not living in the basement. That's it.
Eating Doritos and playing Atari with like thumbs on their chest in their robe.
As long as they know how to do it on their own.
The Big Lebowski. You don't want. Is that
You don't
the
want
guy?
the Big Lebowski.
They'll all be fine, Joe. But I love that you're so crazy pants about it all. But it's like you come at it from like a fear angle. Like, oh my God, what if they're gonna be in our, they're gonna be great.
That's the way I approach every day. Like, if I don't get this done, it's going to have a whole bunch of negative consequences. If I don't go to bed early, I'm not going to wake up. Like, that's the way I approach everything.
I know.
One of my favorite things about this trip is I've become closer with my girls, my 2 daughters. Something happened during those workouts that we did together. We just became closer. I've been more present, right? I haven't had the phone with me as much as I normally do. I don't know, but I've had more time with the girls. I would say that's one of the big wins from this trip.
Just made it to Florida, and we're happy to be here. It was a long drive.
You can't let the neighborhood define you. You gotta represent.
You don't let the neighborhood define you?
No.
You define the neighborhood?
Yeah.
How happy he is to be back.
It's amazing.
Spartan is back. The sky has opened. The sun is out. We're back. This is the first sporting event